very fascinating show, and so on. It's the whole theme for the first season. It's all about kind of you kind of emphasize the sexual assault thing. Is that going to continue on through the second season?
I mean, I think...
Well, we don't have a second season ordered yet.
Yeah. So, I think if that happened to a woman, I think it never goes away. Mm-hmm. So we're going to stay true to what that experience would be. And we told partly that story because it happened to her in the pilot, and it's part of her journey and how it's linked to teleportation. And so because of that, it'll always be a part of her teleportation in that way.
There'll always be a trauma associated with it. And it's connected to the fact that we, even before we sort of mapped out the plot of the pilot, started thinking about the superpower more of a curse than just, oh, isn't this great? And the price that you're going to have, you have this power, but it's going to come with a price.
Now, when you guys actually formulated this TV show, was the first thought to bring it on YouTube, or were you guys formatting it for something else, maybe possibly a television station or something?
I mean, just Doug's question, because he's responsible for this.
It's a world I really. I love Stephen Gould's writing, and I was desperate to adapt this, and I thought I really wanted to do it in the format, something longer than a film, than a 2-hour canvas. I was thinking maybe, I'm interested in new media, that maybe I would do something that was maybe in a shorter format, and maybe it might live even on multiple platforms. And I was having just a sort of a general meeting at YouTube where I thought I'd be talking about alternative media, and mentioned that I had Impulse and was interested in doing it. And they said, oh, we're actually starting a channel. We'll buy it as a 1-hour show. And normally, Dave, Gene, and I...
We're getting ready to sell it someplace else.
And there's a lot of work that goes into pitching it and bringing writers in and a whole... And I called them up and I was like, I think I just sold the show. And I wasn't even... And they bought it as a pilot, commitment to go make the pilot. And that was the first of many, many good strokes of luck we had along the way.
But it turned out doing it on a digital platform where it was going to be binged was absolutely the right way to do this show, rather than as a weekly. I don't think it would have had nearly the impact that it has as a binge-worthy show.
And it feels like a movie.
Yeah.
That's true. It does feel like a movie. It looks like a movie. It feels like a movie. How do you love the reception so far on YouTube? I mean, obviously you guys have seen stats or even the comments about the show.
Yeah,
I love the comments.
The comments.
Honestly, because I come from making movies, and I get the comments in the bathroom after the movie. That sounds sort of shady, but honestly, because people don't know what I look like, so I'm sort of be anonymous, seeing my movies in a movie theater. So I like, I'll go watch my film playing in a movie theater, and then I usually have to go to the bathroom afterwards anyhow. I do drink a lot of Diet Coke, and I like being in the bathroom afterwards and just hearing other people at the urinal sort of chatting about the movie. And, TV, you don't necessarily get that feedback because everyone's sort of isolated watching. But on YouTube, you do get this community feedback because you get all the comments. So good or bad, I love feeling that connection to the audience again without having to loiter in the men's room.
And the really great comments are in episodes sort of 2+. When people watch the first episode, you get a lot of instantaneous sort of gut reactions. As people get deeper into the show, the comments they post in the episodes get really, really thoughtful, and it's really been fun to read that stuff.
For the hardcore fans are the ones who last.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for sure.
What are some of your favorite comments that you enjoyed so far?
I don't read the comments because it messes with me. Or even if it's good, I'm like, I don't know if I need extra whatever.
But just in general, the passion for the show. I mean, the people who get it really get it. They really love it, and they get very passionate about it. My favorite comment is, I can't wait for season 2. And there's a lot of that.
Yeah, people comment on the ending of season 1 a lot.
Yeah,
There's a lot of
that's why-
OMG. I can't wait for season 2.
OMFG.
OMFG. Yeah, hurry up, season 2. That's great stuff to see.
I think the other satisfying comment is sort of like satisfying on Lauren's behalf. Was there's a lot of people that say, "Oh, I've seen trauma dealt with in other shows and movies. Doesn't ever felt that honest. It feels honest here. It's fun to see that."
Yeah, no, that's really important to all of us to make sure that we told an honest story about, especially with the content that we're dealing with, and that's also a tribute to Maddie, who portrayed it so honestly. But yeah, that's, I think all you want is for people to feel like this is real, and it's fun that if they think if it feels real and grounded, but it's genre, it shows that we can do that you don't have to have magical, mystical powers.
It just also gives us a unique tone. The show exists in a space that's not like anything else out there.
Yeah.
Well, I could tell you for one certain, I would be very upset if you left me on that cliffhanger without a season 2. I mean, that is.
You should write a comment
Yeah.
on YouTube.
Please tell YouTube.
And
I'm not a comment person, but I'll click and then give you with the thumbs up.
All right, great. I'll take a thumbs up.
But one last question, and it'll be a fun question after all. We're at Comic-Con. If you had the power of teleportation and you could teleport out of Comic-Con right now, where would you go?
That's a good question.
I just had a baby recently, so he's almost 6 months old. So I would like grab him and my husband and take him to Europe without a flight, dealing with him on an airplane. So
That's a really
I
good
would do that.
response. So practical.
Very practical.
Anybody else?
The coffee's very bad in the hotel. I would like to go someplace where there's a good coffee. So maybe Italy.
I'd teleport to, some outrageous ski run. Something that would be like too dangerous to really run, and knowing that I could hopefully teleport back out if I wiped out.
Excellent.
I think I would go someplace like the top of Everest, so I didn't have to go up, but I could go down.
We'd all be lazier.
Yeah, we'd all be lazy. I'd like
See
to
the
avoid the
world.
climb to the top of Everest and then just, experience the summit and then be done with it.
I don't know if that's a correct bucket list to be on the top of Everest without climbing Everest.
Yeah, I'm okay with it. I'm okay. I just
each
want the
their
view.
own, to each their own.
I just want the view.
Dave's always been a little soft that way.
I'm a little lazy.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate this interview, and
Yeah, thank you.
congratulations.
Thank
Nice
you.
to meet you.
Thanks.
Binge watched it.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.